specific application with a version number, I have to install it with by writing a appropriate version number. Then next is if I want to update that, what I have to write is sudo apt get update Firefox 45.0.2. So what it will do is it will update the Firefox with the version number that is 45.0.2. Again, if I want to upgrade it, I'll be upgrading it with the same command, only the update is replaced by upgrade. So if you see all the three, all the instructions are same or all the commands are same. Only to install you have to replace it with install. For update, replace it with update. For upgrade, replace it with upgrade. Okay. So we had also seen how to find the version number of a package. So if I want to find the version number of any particular application or any particular package, I just have to write apt show version and the name of that package or the application. It will show me the version of that package. So if I want to see the version of my Firefox, what I'll write is apt show version Firefox. And when I press enter, it will show me the version number of my Firefox. Okay. Then next we had seen how we have to check the version of our Linux operating system. So there are 4 to 5 commands. So first command is cat/etc/os release. So when I press enter to this command, I get to see this as output, which will tell me what is the version number. So to check the version number, I have to see this pretty_name is equal to Ubuntu 17.10, which means Ubuntu 17 is being installed into my system. Again, alternative to this command is lbs_release command. So again, when you press enter to this command, you'll get to see this output where I have to see the description point. So when I come to the description, I get to see what is the OS, that is CentOS Linux with the version 7.4. So on. Okay. Then again, the third command is hostname_ctl. So when I press enter, you get to see this output where I have to concentrate on only the version number. So operating system Ubuntu 16 is installed into the system. There is one more short command which is very easy to remember, that is uname-r. That is when you use uname with an option R, and when you press enter, you get to see the version that is 4.13 generic version installed into the system. We had seen one more, that is cat/proc/version, which shows you Linux version 3.10.0 installed into the system. So all these commands are used to check the version of your operating system, Linux operating system. Then next we had started with user and group management. Now I told you in the first lesson that whenever a user is created in a Linux, by default it gets added to some or the other group. Okay. And all the information of a user as well as all the information of group is stored into some of the other directory which is there inside your Linux. Okay. So how do we create a user? We had seen a command that sudo add user username is a command used for adding a user into a Linux. Again, since you have used sudo, it will ask you for the password. After you supply the password, it will show you these instructions to add a user. So your username is getting added, then it is also getting added to some of the other group. Then its own home directory is getting created with the name of the user. Then it is copying some kind of files from /etc.skel. Okay. After that, you have to supply the password for this user account. After that, you have to also give some kind of information like what is your full name, what is the room number, what is your work phone number, home phone number, etc. Once you type all this information, you have to simply press on Y if you find that your information is correct. Okay. If you type it no, it will ask you to retype all this information again. So once you type Y, it will show you that a user with a name my Linux account is being created inside the system. Okay, so the command uses sudo add user username, you supply password, you fill the information and you create the account. Now if you don't want to create a user without using that sudo, you can always use an alternative command, that is add user abc, which means I am going to add a user abc but without a admin right or without logging into as a administrator of the system. So a user can create a user as well as an admin can create a user. Now we had seen that there are some files which are getting created with respect to a user. Okay, what are those files? One is /etc/password file, then /etc/shadow file, /etc/group file, and /etc/gshadow file. Now, what is this shadow file? It is nothing but all the information stored in the password file are copied as it is into shadow, but in a encrypted format. Again, same, the G shadow file contains all the information of a group, but again, same in the restricted format or in an encrypted format. Now, what is there in the password file? All the account and a password information are stored with respect to that user into a password file. And what is there into the group? All the information of a group to which that user belong is stored inside the group. Now, we had seen what are the individual contents of the password file, and we had also seen the individual contents of the group file. What was there in password? We had a name of the user. X means the data is being protected. Then we have a user ID created for that user. We have a group ID created for that user. We have a special home directory created for the user with the same name. And we also give a default shell, which is the dollar. If it is a normal user, that is the dollar shell. Okay, so that all these details are stored inside the password file. And if it is a group, we have a group name, we have a group password, we have a group ID, and the number of members, that is all the users who belong to the same group. Again, I had told you that group name and group ID can be same if you have not supplied any group ID to the user or while creating a group. But if you have supplied that, both the things can be different also. Then we had seen that there are two more files that is created for the user. One is .bash_logout file and the bash_profile file. What is profile file? All the information that you are storing here, your full name, your room number, your work phone number, your home number, and whatever other information you type here, everything is getting stored inside the bash_profile file, which is again hidden from other users, but it is accessible to the own user as well as to the root. What is this bash_logout file? All the login sessions of that particular user will be stored in bash_logout. Both the files are hidden from the other users of the system, but it can be accessible by the root and by the own user. Okay. After that, we had seen how do we create a user, how do we create groups and how do we add a user to that group. So to create a group, what do we write is sudo group add and the name of a group. So which group we have created over here? A group called as editorial. Now what we had done after that, we had added a user to that particular group. So the command for adding a user to that group was sudo usermod -a-g, the group name first, followed by the username. So this particular user, whichever you write over here, will be added to that particular group name. After that, we had also seen that if I want to check that users, whether it is added properly into that group or not, how do we do that? We do that by using cat/etc/group. Now, why do we make use of /etc/group? Because all the information of a group members are there into which file? /etc/group file. And what is this cat command? A cat command is used to open this particular file and check all the contents inside it. Okay, so now if I've created a file called as abc.txt, and if I've written 4 lines about computer department into it, so if I want to read those 4 lines, what will I type over here is cat abc.txt. So it will open that file and show all the 4 lines which are there inside that to the user. So when you execute this cat/etc/group, it will show you all the group members which are there inside that group. Okay. Then next we had seen how to remove a user from a group. So to how to remove is we write the command sudo delete user and group name. That is, we first write the username and then we write the group name. So that particular user will be removed from that particular group. Okay, so while removing, we write a username first, but while adding, we write a group name first. Then we had seen also how to disable an account and how to delete an account. To disable the account means I'm not going to use that account for some period of time. And how do I disable it? I disable it by changing the password. That is, I change the expiry date of the password. That is, I prepone it if it is little longer, and I disable my account. So to do that, how do I do is sudo password -l username. So if our user created is, say, suppose ABC, so what do I write is sudo password -l ABC. So what will happen is it will change the password expiry for this particular user and it will disable the account of that user. And deleting means I'm not going to make that account exist for that particular user. That means I'm removing a user from the system. And how do I do that is sudo user delete -r with the user name. So this -r is used to remove the user account or delete that user account from the system. Okay, so we had seen up till here in the last lecture. Today we'll be seeing how do we modify a group. So we had already seen that how do I create a group, how do I add a user to the group, how do I disable a group, how do I disable an account, and how do I delete. Now when I say modify means what, I'm changing something to the group. What do I, if I want to change anything, the command used for that is group mod. What does this group mod means? I'm modifying the group. Okay, what modification do I do with the group is, if at all I want to change the name of a group. Now previously I have given a name of a group as SYCO. Now when you all shifted to TYCO, and if I want to change it from SYCO to TYCO, so what I have done is I've done a modification to a group name. What kind of modification is done? I have changed the group from SYCO to TYCO, but the members inside the group are still same. So how do I do this to change the name of a group? I use a command called as group mod. So what do I type is, again, I have used this $, that means a normal user is executing this command. Group mod -n, new modify group name, old modify group name. Okay, so first I mentioned my new name of a group. After that, I mentioned the old name of a group. So say suppose if I have a group called as developer2 and I have a group called as developer. Now if I want to change the developer2 group name to developer, which means what? I have a group which has a name called as developer2. Now I want to change it to a new name called as developer. So how do I write a command for this is $group mod -n new name first. Which is a new name? I want to change it to the developer. So I write developer first. Followed to that, I have to write the old name, which is the old name developer_2. So I write developer_2. When I press enter, what do I get is the group name is changed from developer2 to developer. So now if I want to change SYCO to TYCO, what change do I make in the command is $group mod -n. That is, I am having a new name by -n. What is that new name? TYCO. I am changing that TYCO, which was previously called as SYCO. Okay, so this -n is making something new or changing the name of a group. Is this clear? This is how you change the name of a group by using a command called as group mod. Then if I want to delete a group, I have added a group. I have added users to the group. I have also seen how to change the name of a group. Now, if I want to delete a particular group, how do I delete that? By using a command called as group delete. Okay, so when I use group del command, I delete a particular group. Followed to that, what I have to write is a group name. So when I give this command and when I write a group name, that particular group name will be deleted. So what command will I make use of? For example, now is $group delete developer. Now, why did I use developer and not developer_2? If I use developer_2, it will give me a output that the group does not exist. Why? Because I have renamed developer2 to developer now. So I always have to use the new name whenever I want to delete that particular group. So what do I write is $group delete developer. So what it will do is it will remove that developer from the group. So when I'm removing the group, it will also remove all the users from that particular group. Okay. So when the group is deleted, automatically the users which belong to that group also gets deleted. But you always have to remember is whenever I have changed the group name, while deleting also, I have to make use of a new group name. Because if I try to do it with the old group name, it will always give me an error stating that the group does not exist. And once the group is removed, all the members which are added to that group also get removed. Okay, so we have seen different commands. What are those commands? To add a user, we make use of sudo add user username. To disable a user, that is to disable a user account, we disable it with the help of a password. So we use a command called as sudo password -l specific username. If I want to delete a user, I use a command sudo user delete -r username. If I want to add a user to a group, I write sudo user mod -a-g group name first and then the username. If I want to remove a user from a group, I write sudo delete user, the name of a user from that particular group name. Then if I want to give information of all the logged in user, which means what? If I have 10 users which have logged in into the system right now. So if I want to see which are the users that have logged in, which command is used to see that? It gives, the command uses finger. When I type this $finger and press enter, it will show me ABC, PQR, XYZ. What are all these? These are nothing but the users that have logged in inside the system. But if I want to know the information of only one particular user, that is, if I want to know only the information being a root, if I want to know information only about ABC, what will I type is $finger ABC. What information I will get? ABC has logged in at 10:40. He has logged out at 10:46. He has access to the file /etc/password. He has access to the file called as word processor, which was on the desktop. So with respect to this command, it can be executed only by the root. So if I want to know the information about all users, I can use a command finger username, but this command will be executed only by the root. Why? Because it is giving me every information about a particular user. But if you are a normal user and you just want to check that with you, who are the other users also in the system, you can always make use of the command called as finger. So this can be executed by the normal user as well as by the root, but this command can be executed only by the root user. Even if the normal user executes this command, he has to write his own user account name over here. That is, if I have logged in as ABC, what I will use is finger ABC. What will I get to know is the detail about my own account, that what time did I logged in, what time did I log out, and what were the files that I had accessed. But I cannot replace my own name with any other username. It will never allow me to do so. Yes, again, if a user has been given with a su command rights or a super user rights, that user can also use this command. But unless and until if you have no root ID and password, you cannot execute this command. Okay, so these are the two new commands which are used to find the information or the detail about the users that have logged in, as well as the detail about the user account. Okay, is this clear up to here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what we have done is, so far we have seen creating a group, how to modify the group, how to delete the group, and if at all I want to check any details of a user, I can also use these two commands to check the details. Okay, so with this we have completed with the second lesson, installation of a Linux. We have seen how to install, we have seen how to create a user, how to add that user to the group, how to create a group, and how to remove the user and the group from the system. Is this clear up till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So tomorrow we'll be starting with third chapter, and on next Monday we'll have a test on chapter number 2. Okay. So I give you a time of 1 week to study this chapter. I'll be uploading this PPT today, and many of you have asked me for the books. You do not have any particular book where you will find entire syllabus in one book, because it is being taken from multiple books and from multiple places. So I would suggest you that you only keep on reading the PPTs, and you can always elaborate the words of those PPTs by writing in your own sentences. Second thing is, I have few Xerox of some points of some chapters. When I go to college this Friday, I will get them and I'll scan and I'll upload them. So if you want to refer those, you can refer those also. But if you find that difficult, you can always use this PPT points and write in your own words. Okay, but you do not have any book. You don't have to purchase any book, because the entire syllabus is not there in one book. Okay. So we'll be starting chapter 3 tomorrow, and the test for this will be on next Monday. Okay. Now everyone has filled that Word file, Google Doc file. Any one of you has left? I will read out the name once. If at all you have left, tell me the name, or else I will check, cross-verify the marks, and I'll upload the final list tomorrow. So I am assuming that nobody is left, and I'll read out the name once.
Ma'am.
Huh.
Ma'am, I have left.
Okay. So Soham, please.
Ma'am, I also left.
Okay, so those who have left, please fill it right now. so that I can check the marks from the sheet and then I will upload the final one.
Okay, ma'am.
Just give me attendance. Any doubts in second chapter? Any one of you?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Meet. Nikunj.
Yes, ma'am.
Nikunj.
Ma'am, I am here.
Yes, I have marked you present. Chris. Yash H. Yash 25, 17, 125.
Present, ma'am.
Shivam.
Present, ma'am.
I'm present.
Chris present. Darshil.
Yes, ma'am. Present. Ma'am.
Chris, I have marked you present. Harsh.
Yes, ma'am, present.
Paris. Paris. Parva.
Present, ma'am.
Atharva.
Present, ma'am.
Sakshi.
Present, ma'am.
Falak.
Present, ma'am.
Shubh. Shubh. Omkar.
Present, ma'am.
Omkar present, yes. Tejasvi.
Present, ma'am.
Om Gate.
Present, ma'am.
Amol. Amol. Abdul. Jeet.
Present, ma'am.
Yash.
Present, ma'am.
Rushank. Smith.
Present, ma'am.
Atharva.
Present, ma'am.
Yash.
Present, ma'am.
Anuj. Mustafa.
Present, ma'am.
Shweta. Shweta. Kripa.
Present, ma'am.
Shweta present. Kripa.
Present, ma'am.
Krish.
Present, ma'am.
Dhruv. Dhruv. Darshan.
Present, ma'am.
Bhavik.
Present, ma'am.
Tejas.
Present, ma'am.
Jaini.
Present, ma'am.
Jainam.
Present, ma'am.
Jay.
Present, ma'am.
Vaishnavi.
Present, ma'am.
Soham.
Present, ma'am.
Kulashri.
Present, ma'am.
Jalpriya.
Present, ma'am.
Devik.
Present, ma'am.
Huzefa. Huzefa. Sonu. Parth.
Present, ma'am.
Jayesh.
Present, ma'am.
Aditya. Umesh.
Ma'am, present.
Present, ma'am.
Keyush. He has told in the chat. Nisha.
Present, ma'am.
Jui. Aditi.
Present, ma'am.
Pranjali.
Present, ma'am.
Aditya Shah is there. Nirav.
Present, ma'am.
Ali.
Present, ma'am.
Nishtha.
Present, ma'am.
Danish,
Present, ma'am.
Shreyas, Tamesh, Jay,
Present, ma'am.
Vivek, Vivek, Prathamesh,
Present, ma'am.
Present, ma'am.
अच्छा विवेक प्रेजेंट, प्रथमेश प्रेजेंट, गुरकीरत, गुरकीरत,
Present. Present.
रुतुजा, नेहल,
Present, ma'am.
विरल, मयूर,
Present, ma'am.
साक्षी,
Present, ma'am.
शुभम, यश,
Present, ma'am.
निकुंज is there, साक्षी,
Present, ma'am.
संस्कार, संस्कार,
Present, ma'am.
सिद्धेश,
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
yes, yes, and Kiran. Kiran, okay. Nishtha, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
You sit with a laptop or you use mobile phone?
Laptop.
Okay, so what we'll do is every time when I start the recording, no, it is always going to somebody else. That is the ownership goes to some of you, and then I have to always take that ownership from that person and upload it on the YouTube. So what we'll do is, if you don't have any problem, will you keep recording the lectures and then transfer the ownership whenever you get time?
Okay, ma'am. I'll do that.
Okay, so from next lecture, you start the recording, and once it is completed after the lecture, please send it to me. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, then you all can leave. We'll see tomorrow the third chapter, and next Monday we'll have a test on this. Okay?
Ma'am,
Yes.
those who are satisfied with that with marks, even they should those students have to fill that form, new and old
No,
marks.
no, no, no. You only those students who have problem with the marks. Those who have received the marks correct will not be making the changes in that file.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Kiran, I'll mark you present. Yes, you have already been marked present. Shweta, you are already been marked present. Okay, you all can leave. Paris, okay, Paris, I'll do for you also.